guys, welcome back to the channel Everyday Carry for the Everyday Guy. So today I'm going to tackle the very controversial topic of whether or not you can get a budget EDC flashlight. So I've got three options and I'm going to take you through all of them one by one, and at the end I'm going to show you some footage of how I'm testing them at night and sort of like drop testing them and water testing them, that sort of thing. So all the options have to meet a certain criteria. One, they have to be readily available. When I say readily available, I'm not talking the kind of thing where you order today and you pay today and you get it 3 weeks later. They have to be in a store right now as of today, or they have to be available through an online shopping vendor like Takealot, for example, within 2 days. So that's criteria number one. Criteria number two is they have to be aircraft grade aluminium. Number three, they've got to be waterproof or water resistant or shock resistant. They've got to have some kind of resistance to normal damage because they're going to be EDC'd. And then number four, they all have to be under 250 Rand. So I've got three options that match all that criteria for under 250 Rand. So let's get into it right now. Option number one is the Protic 100. I'll just wait for my camera to focus there. The Protic 100. So this is a 100 lumen flashlight. It's got two modes, which is normal on 100 lumens and strobe. It's got no memory though, so you have to sort of cycle through them to get what you want. It's got a pocket clip. I'm not too excited about this pocket clip. It's not adjustable and it's got like an edge over there where you think you could take it off, but I've tried taking it off and I've been unable to. The clip sort of, when you clip it on your pants, there's too much of the torch sticking out. If that's a big deal for you, then maybe you want to give this guy a miss. If you're okay with that, then that's cool. I have shock tested this and I'll show you the images of that in a little bit later on in the video. So aircraft grade aluminium, it's got this glass breaker situation on the front. The actual glass of the torch is quite deep, like that's how deep it is. So it's quite deep, so you're not going to break that very easily. But what is cool is if you don't want this on here, it twists off. And even the glass breaker piece has like this seal on it. You can see over there, that seal. So that's cool. And so if you take it off, it looks like that. It does stand on both the head and the tail, or the head and the tail. The on-off button is in the back. This is glow in the dark. It really does glow in the dark. You'll see a bit later on. What I don't like about this that much is, I think in order to facilitate the standing on the tail, they've had to sort of depress this button a bit. So when your finger goes on the back, you aren't able to press it as easily as you'd like. Like I'm actually applying pressure there and nothing's happening. You can sort of see the ring on my finger. So you kind of have to sort of really do that to activate it. So yeah, if that's a big deal for you, then that's a big deal for you. If not, it's cool. This, however, only costs 175 Rand. It's available at Cape Union Mart right now as we speak. I saw one yesterday. We just have to get that back on. And then to remove the battery, it takes one AA battery. You screw that off, the tail cap off over there. And there's your battery. All the batteries in this video for the testing are brand new. And as you can see, this also has a seal. So for 175 bucks, this is, it's not bad quality. Size wise, it's about just a bit bigger than my hand if I'm holding it in a fist. So we're on the edge of EDC capabilities, because for me EDC means something you want to carry on your person every single day. So it can't be too big, it's got to be comfortable as well. Yeah, so the Protic 100. Before I finish off with this, I have to read this to you. Have a listen to what these guys say about the product. It's quite interesting. It comes in this kind of blister pack type deal. Have a listen to this. The Protic 100 is a high power LED that outputs 100 lumens of intense white light, and it also features a removable tactical self-defense edge. Wow. A removable tactical self-defense edge. I don't know if that means it's going to give you the edge in combat, or if it's just this edge, you can decide for yourself. So it does have a hard and soft, supposed to have a hard soft technology tail on off switch. For me, it's like, yeah, you kind of have to press it in completely to activate it and press it in completely again to deactivate it. So yeah, like I said, 175 bucks, you can't really ask for more than that for that price. Let's have a look at the next one. Option number 2 is the Truelight Mini. This guy costs 200 bucks, also available at Cape Union Mart, aircraft grade anodized aluminium. It's got a glass breaker on the front, although I'm not 100% sure how usable that is, and I'll explain why in a second. Two modes, 50 lumens and 90 lumens. It doesn't have a memory, so you have to cycle through the modes as you want them. So if you leave it on 90 and you press it again, it's going to go to 50 and vice versa, obviously. So this is a bit smaller, and this is why I don't know if that glass breaker is going to be usable. If I was to break a glass with this, I have quite a nice sized edge, you know, left over there in my hand to break something with. Whereas with this, holding it, you know, it's effectively gone. This obviously does help with EDCing it. Smaller the better, but also less lumens, 10 less lumens in max mode. I don't know if you're going to notice that. However, I did film some nighttime shooting with this, so you will see later on how bright or not bright this is. I also water tested this and drop tested it, so that's coming a bit later on. Not too much else to say about this guy. I did EDC this for a while, and I've since switched to something else. I'm not going to give you too much information about that just yet. So yeah, Truelight takes one AAA battery. There you go. And it does also have that seal situation, so I'm assuming that is for waterproofing and shock resisting and that sort of thing. Quite nice, quite aggressive looking, quite cool looking to EDC, to pull out of your pocket. That's a really cool looking thing, and like I say, not too big. Comparatively, it's quite a big difference in size between this and the Protic. Cool, so let's go to the next one. Before I do go to the next and final option, just two more things I want to say. So when you do buy this from Cape Union Mart, you get it in this kind of packaging. It's supposed to be like a waterproof box, although mine's broken already, so I don't know how waterproof that actually is. And then this one is a bit easier to activate than the Protic, because the tail cap has this cut out edge over here, which allows you to get your thumb in there much easier than with the previous one, which is basically flat. And then lastly is a torch called the SA8 II. This is exceptional value for money, if you want my opinion. I've got a little lanyard type thing attached to it that doesn't come with this, so it comes in this configuration. This costs 230 bucks, and I've only seen it on Truelight, but they do have available, so don't be too concerned about that. It says it has a glass breaker, but I mean, look at how small that is. I don't know if you'd want to be breaking glass with an edge that small. It's also not really very sharp or aggressively feeling, whereas this one, the Protic, this like just jamming it against my hand feels very uncomfortable. So this is the only one of the three I would actually attempt breaking glass with. However, the advantage here is this small guy, which is about that big. Let's compare it to the Truelight, a little bit bigger, but still quite small enough to EDC. 230 bucks, 230 lumens, and it's also quite a sharp torch in terms of what its functionality is. So you've got strobe, then you've got full 230, then you've got, I think this is either 70 or 100, but what I like about this one that the others doesn't have is it has a memory. So if I leave it, for example, on strobe, right, and I put it off, give it a few seconds, when I put it on again, it goes back to my previous setting, which was strobe. So I quite like that, because if I leave it on max and I put it off, I know that when I put it back on, it's going to be on maximum again. Aircraft grade aluminium, really nice, really light. The reason I put this on is because it doesn't have a pocket clip, which is kind of a bit of a downer, but it's got these small holes in the tail cap, which allows you to put something through. It's got two small holes on this side for a normal lanyard, and one sort of bigger hole on that side for something like this. So the way I would carry it is I'd slide this into my pocket. So that's my pocket, and this piece here would then hang outside of my pocket. If you're okay with having that hang outside of your pocket, then this will work. If not, then I don't know, I'm not really cool with having things just laying loosely around in my pockets, especially something like this. So if you are not comfortable with a torch without any kind of pocket clip, then I don't know if this one's going to work for you, but I will say this is the most intelligent. It is also the most expensive, but 230 bucks for 230 lumens. That's a really good deal. So you may want to like really give this guy a look. This is available, like I said, on Takealot. It is available right now, so if you ordered at this moment, you would get it in about 2 days. I'm not sponsored by Takealot, I'm not advertising for Takealot, it's just the honest truth. So what I'm going to do now is show you some tests. I'm going to try to narrate them, but my narrating ability, I'm not David Attenburough, so I'm going to do my best and we will see where we go from there. And then at the end, I'll give you some more news about the channel. There's some exciting things happening, and yeah, we'll check that out. Guys, before I do go to the next piece where I show the testing, just wanted to show you quickly. This one also takes one AAA battery, and it does have the seal on there that all the others has. So just wanted to show you that before we go to the next segment. So let's have a look at the nighttime testing, drop testing, and waterproofing testing situation. So guys, first we have the SA8, and this is 230 lumen. This mannequin is about, I'd say, 5 to 8 feet away, which is sort of what you do if you're using a torch in a house. And then we've got the Truelight Mini, which is 90 and 50. You can just check the bottom right hand corner. I've got effectively the vital details and the order in which I'm testing them. And then this is the glow in the dark cap that the Protic has, which I think is quite cool. It really does glow, as you can see in that video. Like it's super bright, and really worth mentioning for a torch of this price, only 175 bucks. And then I took it outside. This is about at 5:15 in the morning. I do wake up this early. It was freezing at the time, so I'm going through the different modes and sort of shining them at the wall. That wall is across the street. I don't know how big a street is, but I kind of thought that a suburban street is a general specified distance. So yeah, that's effectively how far it is. I'm shining it against the wall across the street from me, and I'm just cycling through the different modes on the different torches. And then now I've taken it outside. This is where I'm going to drop test everything. After doing this, I'll just let this run for a second and then explain a bit of a regret. So I dropped all 3 torches, as you'll see in a second. I kind of wish I'd have thought a bit more about where I was dropping it, because I didn't actually know how clean that water was. I put all the torches on the most aggressive mode, so the ones that have strobe, I put them on strobe. The Truelight I put on the full 90 lumen, and I dropped them while they were on. I do, however, think that this one, the SA8, dropped on the tail cap, and thereby deactivating it. You'll see as I take it out of the water in a second that it's actually off. I can tell you all 3 held up fairly well in this test, so I'm kind of impressed with what you are able to get in terms of strength and rigidity and ruggedness from torches in this price range. So you see it's actually off, but I think that's just because it fell on the tail cap, because as soon as I clicked it, it went back on. Guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just to take you through everything one more time. The Protic 100 or Pro 100 available at Cape Union Mart, 175 Rand, 100 lumens, 2 modes, full 100 and strobe. Then you've got the Truelight Mini, also available at Cape Union Mart, 200 bucks, 50 lumens and 90 lumens, 2 modes, no memory. So also egg-coated aluminium as the previous one was. And then the third one is the SA8, 230 lumens, 3 modes, which is full 230. I think the second mode is 70 and the third mode is strobe. And yeah, they all are tail activated. They all will stand on their heads and their tails. So that's it for these. I hope this helped. So the reason I had a look at budget EDC torches is because I wasn't sure if I wanted to EDC a torch. And as a result, I wasn't prepared to spend $1,000 on an expensive torch and have it lay in my cupboard or in my drawer. I can tell you, since carrying these, I would say I use my torch once every 3 or 4 days for just something random. I wouldn't use this torch as a self-defense tool, as Protic sort of advertises. If I'm in a self-defense situation, I'm not going to go for my torch. I'm going to go for my feet, which is to run away. If I can't run away, I'm going to have to talk myself out of it. If I can't talk myself out of it, I'm going to go with some kind of empty-handed skill, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. If that fails and force multipliers like guns and knives come into the equation, I'm going to go for my gun. So I don't have the confidence in my own ability with a torch to use a torch as a self-defense tool. That's my opinion. If you are comfortable to use it, that's super cool, 100%. But remember, everything, as I said, is an opinion. Nothing is a recommendation. So that's it, guys. There is 1 or 2 very exciting things coming on the channel. I'm going to make a short video about that in a few days. If I can confirm it, in a few weeks' time, I'm going to be doing some more torch reviews of a very popular brand. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but they are one word, and the first letter is a O. So, you know, use your imagination, and I may give one of them away as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm getting my gun back soon. I'm going to do a full review of my custom gun and outline the details of the giveaway, where I give away a voucher for a full gun customization from SA Laser Engraving. Those guys were super cool to do that. As always, guys, if you like the video, please leave a like. If you want to know anything, if you want to chat about anything, do so in the comments or email me. My email address is down below. Please follow us on social media. I've got my Facebook and Instagram links down below. And as always, if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thanks, guys. Cheers. I'll see you soon. God bless.